screams and yelling. She comes in bragging, still like passes by the critter she's dragging. Be it reptile, bird, or rat, she'll eat anything smaller than a cat.
Alright, film buffs, let's get this going. Review number 2, rolling now. So it's another Red Band spoiler review, and I'm at Team Sound Studios. My name is Straight Shooter. Well, my YouTube name anyway. So today I'm going to be reviewing The Good Liar. So this is a movie that I probably wouldn't have seen on my own, but a friend of mine wanted to see it, so I said, sure, why not? Could be good. It's rated R. It's got Ian McKellen, Magneto, and Gandalf. So it could be pretty good. And it has Helen Mirren too. And it's a movie about a couple that meets through a dating service online. But that's just the surface shit. The real stuff is that, okay, Ian McKellen plays this con man. This guy that gets people to give him money, he invests it, and supposedly gets them a big return, but he runs away with the money. So it's pretty common these days. I don't know how common it is now, but it used to be pretty common. I think people have gotten wise to those kinds of scams. He meets this girl. He finds out that she's worth a lot of money and has this house and money's tied up here and stuff like that. So he gets her to sign up and invest and all this stuff. And he works with a group of people that are doing the same scam as he does, and they work as a team. And he acts like an old guy that is innocent and unassuming and stuff, but he fucks people out of money all the time. He thinks he can screw this woman over. But as we find out, and there's a little bit of a Shyamalan twist in the movie. They show what happens to him in the past. He was in the war, in the Second World War. He met Helen Mirren's character a long time ago. She was in a house with 3 sisters and their parents, and he was giving music lessons to the girl. Turns out he was kind of a horn dog. He actually rapes her and hits on his sisters as well. The parents threw him out. They didn't know about the rape, but they knew about how he advanced on sisters. And all along throughout the whole movie, people are thinking, wow, she's being played for a sucker. He's taken her for all this money. But as we find out in the end, she was in cahoots with the people that he was working with. All along, he was being played. And there was this scene at the end where she explains how she knows him. And of course, he's shocked. She takes him for all his money. And then the people that were working with him, or the people that he tried to scam out of money, they show up at the house because she called them over. And they were like, well, where's the money you owe us? And he's like, I don't have any more. And she leaves the house as they obviously kill him. It's pretty cool to see Ian McKellen play a character that's more human than the characters he normally plays. Or at least the characters I know him as. Magneto and Gandalf. But in this movie, he was sly and he was a con man, but he was human. And he was old, not as frail as you thought he was, but he was old. And he was killed by 2 guys that were just regular guys. And it's kind of rare to see him in that kind of role, for me anyway. The movie is a thriller, and it's kind of a mystery too. I went in there thinking, okay, it would just be another typical crime drama or whatever, but it actually turned out to be pretty good. And the acting and the direction and the story writing really helped make it compelling. And it kept you guessing until the end. My friend that was with me, she kept saying, "Oh no," when she was signing the documents, and I noticed, I got a clue from her that she might have been deceiving him, and I said, no, wait, I think there's more to this. And sure enough, the next scene was him showing up at the house, and the house was empty, and she revealed everything that was happening. I think it was a pretty cool twist, and it made the movie enjoyable, because if it was just a typical, he was going after a girl, and he took her for all this money, and then he ends up disappearing, it would have not been very interesting. But the twist at the end made it more interesting. And it's kind of like a Shyamalan movie in that respect, where some of his movies are okay, but the way he does a twist makes it 10 times better. And it was definitely the case with this movie. So I enjoyed it. Would I go to see it again? Probably not. I wouldn't get it on video when it comes out. But it was enjoyable enough to see in the movies to kill some time. And it wasn't bad. Overall, I think it was worth seeing if you're into these kinds of movies. If you're into more action, if you're into more humor, stuff like that, this probably wouldn't be the kind of movie for you. But if you're into suspense and if you're into thrillers, I recommend seeing it, for sure. I would give the movie a solid B. It was good. It's just not my kind of genre. Not something that, like, I'll see a trailer for it and I'll be like, yeah, I gotta see that. Because I've seen the trailer for this one before, and I was like, okay, whatever. I probably wouldn't rush out to see it. But I'm glad that my friend said, let's go see it, because it wasn't bad. It was entertaining. In any case, that's how I see it. That's 2 down. Stay tuned, Film Buffs, for part 3. See ya.